The Jurassic Park franchise is filled with all sorts of unique and interesting ideas that never really made it into the modern film canon. Whether they be genetic freaks of nature like Dr. Burton's dinosaur-human hybrids, or even the small trainable pterodactyloid that appeared in Topps Return to Jurassic Park comics, the Jurassic brand has always been filled with some seriously strange ideas. One such idea was quickly abandoned in the early 2000s, but almost made it into the third movie. This deleted concept would have introduced a new third island into the JP canon. Being proudly displayed on a Jurassic Park 3 style guide, Site C was the location where the third film is believed to have originally taken place. Of course, this eventually did not come to pass, and instead the filmmakers chose to just run with the idea of that location in the third film being Site B at the end of the day. But make no mistake, this was not the original idea. Now, recently, Jurassic World Evolution has incorporated an entire story expansion as DLC called The Secrets of Dr. Wu. And in that DLC, Site C is actually designated as Isla Muerta, one of the infamous 5 deaths of Los Cinco Muertes. Well, today, I wanted to take a closer look at this DLC and begin to play the game. I'm finally going to be going over this dinosaur hybrid expansion set on the rarely talked about Site C.
As you can see, this facility has remained hidden from view, and for good reason. In time, and as the need arises, I'll let you know why. For now, exploit it as best you can.
Oh, don't you worry. We most certainly will. Okay.
I'm less than thrilled with the way Dr. Malcolm has begun to influence our operations. His type of science is too cautious, too safe. And it is affecting the divisions. You'll be tackling a number of tasks from me, while seemingly cooperating with the divisions. Carry on as usual, but under no circumstances are they to be aware that you are working for me. This is our secret. Clear enough?
I guess. Alright, so we've got a very poorly constructed paddock right here, but we are on Isla Muerta again.
Did I miss a memo?
I don't know, did you, Cabot?
I had no idea this facility existed.
Me neither.
Well, I know about it now. And I assume there's money to be made.
Oh, Cabot, you weirdo, you. So, we are on Isla Muerta, Site C, as it was called by not only Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum's Ian Malcolm, in the, well, previous time we played it, but previous thing in the game. I find all the stuff involving Site C very interesting because they didn't really have to call it that. So it makes you wonder, what's the purpose of calling it that? This is the location that they've designated Henry Wu doing his hybrid research, and apparently there's a park here, because why not? But it makes you wonder, man. I don't believe this was an idea that Colin Trevorrow, Steven Spielberg, Derek Connolly, Frank Marshall, or anybody that was making these new films. I don't think that this is like an official idea set out by them. In other words, canon. And the reason I say that is specifically because, well, it is just so bonkers of an idea. Now, look, let's talk about facts. Reality is they were behind the scenes very, very seriously thinking about doing a Site C for Jurassic Park 3. I know it sounds crazy, but they were. We talked about this before, just a few months ago, actually, and the fact that that thing is popping in and out of place is just driving me insane. But yeah, they were going to do Jurassic Park 3 on a totally different island. And the reason for that is pretty much, I think they wanted to distance themselves from the Lost World, because the Lost World got, you know, quite a lot of divisive reactions. A lot of Jurassic Park fans kind of dipped out after that and didn't come back until Jurassic World because, well, that was just, they didn't like the idea of them rewriting what happened in the original Jurassic Park. You know, where Hammond's like, oh, you know, here's, I'm present for the birth of every little creature on this island. It's like, are you Hammond, really? If you hadn't have been there at that very particular moment in time, would you have been present for that little raptor? And, you know, in The Lost World, they retconned all that stuff as being like, oh, well, you know, what did I just put down? Close shop. I need fast food. This is actually where we bred all the dinosaurs. You didn't know about my second island? Oh, well, now you do. And it's just, I was always cool with it. And I think that in the modern age, nobody really cares anymore. But back then, man, they really did not, it didn't go over so well. Just put it that way. So this is a pretty ugly park, but it is, just the fact that it is a park is just very, very strange to me. Site C. Crazy, right? Okay, I really want to get this as good as I can. Already messing up. Come on. There we go. No power. What has no power? What in the hell has no power? This thing. Well, you're about to get some power right there. That work? You don't want Dinobots. You want Dino Feast for $1 million. And look, here's the thing with Site C in Jurassic World Evolution and really Jurassic Park in general. It is official canon for Jurassic World Evolution. This is Site C. They call it Site C because this is where Dr. Wu makes his hybrid dinosaurs. Which, by the way, we do need to get some dinosaurs in here. What is cheap that we can make a lot of? Whoa, not the Carnotaurus. Let's go for something like... Should we go for duckbill dinosaurs? How much? That's not bad. We've still got 2 million. What about the Edmontosaurus? They're really the ones that you should really kind of start with. Those and galleys. Yeah, we'll go for Edmonto and modify one of these Edmontosaurus. Just looks slightly different. We'll give it that skin, rainforest pattern. There we go. We got 2 coming out. Those are our first dinosaurs. We got to give them some sort of food. So, boom. Now, the whole idea, like I was saying, I don't think this was an idea that the filmmakers really had in mind for Jurassic World 3. But it is interesting that Dr. Wu keeps talking about a rival genetics company. So, if Jurassic World Evolution is stating that, you know, they've got this place where Wu does his experiments and, you know, he makes new dinosaurs over here. New, you know, completely new dinosaurs, not just new dinosaurs in general, but like hybrids. It makes you wonder why they chose to call it Site C. It's very, I find it very interesting that they would use that name because I know its history, and I guess the general public might not, so there is that. Like, if you say Site C, most people will be like, Site C doesn't exist. Oh, but it does. So, at least in this, and it was technically going to exist in the movies, so. Can I do that? Can I, is there any way I can put this thing down? Yes. Okay. Get back. Okay, there we go. Oh, it is raining over here. Okay, but we do have our first dinosaur. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Just incubate, son of a bitch. Edmontosaurus. Yep. You know, they've been pretty consistent with this style of dinosaur, apart from the crest, which wasn't on the website. I do wonder if this will be a new animal in Jurassic World 3. It would make a lot of sense, in my opinion. I love the way it runs, too. Oh, speaking of Edmontosaurus, I believe there was a new discovery, or at least new evidence that came out. These guys have hooves. which is really weird when you see them. They found like a really cool fossilized hoof of a hadrosaur dinosaur. So what we know their feetsies to look like is totally different now. It's like, it's bizarre. Sure, you know what? I don't like that contract. That sounds dangerous, and I don't have the money to do dangerous right now. But I will get another contract from you, Lambert.
I've just received reports of a new contract.
What the fuck?
Looks like the kind of thing you can handle.
Yeah, maybe like later on. I'll take it. Indominus Rex. This is Hybrid Island, but geez, I was I was hoping you'd give me something a little different. So how much money we got? How do we only have $600,000? What? The scallop. All right, we're going to go and get a... Where's the viewing platform? Should it be over here? How much is that? 135. All right, that sounds good to me. Oh. There we go. All right. We got a new Edmonto. Oh. That is not what I wanted to do. So, on this island, I am... Ooh, that is a pretty cool skin. I am curious to see if this ties into any of the bios and stuff that Dr. Wu has been talking about. Because Colin Trevorrow's been talking for a very long time about there being this idea of InGen versus some other company. They named Biosyn earlier in this game. We know that they are still canon, at least to Jurassic World Evolution. So what I'm thinking is that they're probably going to try some sort of... I mean, this is all speculation, mind you. I would assume that they would go for some sort of, I guess, Jurassic Park corporate war between InGen and Biosyn. You know, who's got the better dinosaurs, who makes the better breeds. Maybe InGens are outdated because they look the way they do. I was just talking about the hooves that are now proven to be on hadrosaurs, or at least Edmontosaurus. I believe it was Edmontosaurus. I could be totally wrong. But what if another company came out and did dinosaurs fully feathered? Or dinosaurs that had pure DNA that didn't have any blending of frogs or reptiles, amphibians, any sort of, you know, tampering. Like Blue the Velociraptor, for example. She is a very heavily edited dinosaur. They go through that in Fallen Kingdom quite blatantly. So it leads you to wonder, like, I wonder if what Trevorrow is talking about is some sort of corporate civil war sort of thing. Regardless of what that may be, I just find it interesting that this particular, almost said mod, I had Trespasser on the mind. This particular part of the game is talking about, you know, rival companies and a new island where hybrid dinosaurs are made. So, as far as PC versus Mac talk, you know, the different companies that Trevorrow had mentioned, I think it's interesting. I think evolution might have a lot to do with some hints and details surrounding Jurassic World 3, Jurassic Park 6. It's getting pretty dark outside, but that is our Gallimimus. Now we've actually got another one right here. Cancel release. I don't want to cancel. Oh, that guy's still standing there, so he's not going to come out until right now. All right, so now we've got 4 dinosaurs in the park. I should go ahead and request another contract from Franklin. What do you got for me, man?
Here's a new contract. I thought of you.
Oh, that's pretty easy. Sure. That's just a guest count thing. How many guests do we have right now? Not 400 because the timer hasn't gone down. So it might take a little while. Is there... Whoa, that's not how. Is there a way to check guests? I believe there is. I just don't remember how to do it. Total guest, total guest, total guest. Where is it? I do not see. Ticket sales, attraction revenue, visitor profits. It's here somewhere. You can tell I have not been playing Jurassic World Evolution for quite some time. And that's because I had some issues with the frame rate, really. Trying to get this thing to record in 60 FPS. I don't know why I was having issues, but It is what it is. All right, so we've got that going on right there. Let me go ahead and get one more galley. They should be okay, but just to be on the safe side. Yeah, they're fine. Everything's fine. So, eventually we will have some hybrid dinosaurs come in here. And when we do get them, I think it'll be very interesting to see, like, well, just to see what kind of stuff they have going for them as far as missions and stuff. You know, there's a Spinoraptor and Ankylodonta kindness or something. I don't really remember what it's called, but it's, you know what it is. And then there's also the Spinoraptor, Stegoceratops, all kinds of stuff. Too expensive. Oh my god, I just wasted all that money. Oh well. Our little theme park is going to go into bankruptcy early, apparently. I should build a hotel right there at the beginning. That way we could have more visitors come in and probably attract more money as well. One of the things that I have really liked about Jurassic World Evolution, though, is just the fact that it's a really good-looking game. I think that the models that they've created for these dinosaurs that are both in the movies and out of them, they've done a really good job. I would really prefer a different sort of game style, though. I'm not gonna lie. There's something that I feel like is missing in modern Jurassic Park games. And I know a lot of that has to do to the fact that we haven't gotten very many of them, but the game style always seems to be park builder. We do have different stuff with, I guess you could say, Jurassic World Alive, but in my opinion, what do you want, Franklin?
I don't know if your schedule's free.
Sure.
This contract looks too good to be true.
Profit from guest facilities.
Okay, that might be hyperbole, but still, no harm in checking it out.
Guest facilities. I literally don't have the money for anything
Who
except
doesn't wanna
this.
have a little more of, well, anything. But money's a good start. Make this contract worth it, huh?
Shut up. Okay, so now that we have a little bit of money, I think it's a good idea to start incorporating some carnivorous dinosaurs into the theme park. Specifically, some that we've never seen before. So, since this is Isla Muerta, the island of death and I guess hybrids, let's go ahead and do some Troodons. Now, they're $300,000 each. I believe you need about 4 for them to, like, not go crazy and break out. So let's go ahead and start incubating a couple right here, and I'll put them in this finished paddock I've got over there. Now, Troodons, are they hybrids? Well, they technically might be in Jurassic Park the game, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't the intention. You know, those are called, I really like that skin, by the way. Those are called Troodon pectinodon. They're the more xenomorphy, just monstrous dinosaurs. That's kind of the mix between two separate creatures, but Troodon in and of itself, Stenonychosaurus, whatever you want to call it, it's the species is up in the air as far as, like, do we call it Troodon? Do we not call it Troodon? I don't think it'll be in the next movie either way, unless they want to go for super realistic, but I just don't see them doing a Troodon in the next film. It could be cool with feathers and high intelligence and stuff. You know what? They might. They actually did do the Troodons in Jurassic World Live Tour. So, you know what? It could be a possibility. As for the park, we've got it looking pretty good. I'm sure Dr. Wu's getting a lot of money into his hybrid research on Site C. Still very weird that they called it that in this game. And I do want to make it clear that, guys, it is not like official hard canon. I wouldn't call Site C being something that we can expect to see in the films or even in the backstory. Soft canon, I guess is what you could call it. I still don't really like that terminology. But hey, at least they're giving a name to something, you know, instead of swearing up and down that it is factually something that happened like they did with Trespasser all those years ago. I guess at this point we could just say Site C is officially something that is in Jurassic World Evolution, but was originally supposed to be in Jurassic Park 3. And you know what's really interesting about its place in Jurassic Park 3 is that that's probably where, oh god, the Troodons are ready. That's probably where they got the idea to do the Spinosaurus. Oh, I guess I gotta have to fly the thing over here. I want this thing to be ready, because I'm pretty sure that the Troodons are going to try to attack all of my herbivorous animals in here, which might be cool, but could lose us money if we're not careful. So, go ahead, release it, but we're going to have to add task, get him. There is the Troodon. Did it? Oh my god, that was quick. Okay. That was surprisingly fast that they were able to trank that little guy. Now I'm gonna wait a little while until we unleash the next one. But in the meantime, we can go ahead and start incubating another. So we've got 2 so far. 1 released, 1 not. Alright, can I click on him? You're about to go away, little buddy. Oh, they look a lot like compies, but they're quite bigger, and they've got the sickle claw. Let me see if I could, yeah, it looks like I am going to be able to do this. Uh-oh. You guys better run. They might be able to tranquilize it early enough. But I do know... Oh, he's on the move. I can't tell if they're going to be able to hit it. They seem to be hitting like right here. Oh, I think that one hit. Are you getting sleepy? Yeah. I haven't checked on this guy over here. Where is he? There he is. Social's down. Everything else seems to be pretty good. We're gonna get you some more buddies in here, don't you worry. Yes, perfect. We can incubate all of them. Alright, get that guy. And soon we will have a complete Troodon enclosure. Okay, so we finally have our Troodon enclosure set up with 4 Troodons running around. They don't seem to really like to hang out with each other. This one's the alpha, and I think it's the alpha. Yeah, it is. And it's just kind of wandering around. Well, we've got more than just herbivorous dinosaurs, and we're getting back up there to 1 million. What is he doing? He's running around. You see something, buddy? I hope he's hunting a goat. There's another Troodon. Oh, here we go. We got some pack behavior. So now they're forming up. So basically, if you don't know anything about the real-life dinosaur, the Jurassic Park variant seems to be more like a cross between compies and raptors. And it looks like they're actually using a lot of the compy sounds, too. I do like these guys. You know what? They would be really cool in a movie. Whether or not we see that, it's in live tour, but I don't know, man. Alright, we just need to medicate some of these dinosaurs, and we should have a pretty awesome park. Ooh, perfect hit, too. Oh, that one... Oh, well. And the... Oh, you had to stop. There we go. And that's pretty much it for just now. So we've got Edmontosaurs, Galleys, and Troodons with an Indominus Rex that Henry Wu once bred for Site C really, really soon. It looks like it's going to cost around $4 million, so I'm not so sure when we're going to get to it, but this entire story part is just filled with hybrids on Isla Muerta, and I'm sure a lot of that is going to factor into also the biosyn stuff that Wu was talking about in some of these memos. I'm excited to see where this goes, although I'll be honest with you, I have no idea if it's going to matter to hard canon. But it is interesting to see that Jurassic World Evolution has incorporated its own, quote, soft canon story to everything. And it matters to me. If it's Jurassic, I think it matters no matter what. So, this should be a lot of fun. Now, as always, this video wouldn't be possible without the support of my awesome game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my park workers and InGen hunters as well. Their continued support has really been a lot of help to me when making this stuff, and I never want them to ever forget it. So a big thank you to each and every one of you for watching this video. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like and hope you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in seeing me again. I'll see you all in the next one, guys, and as always, take it easy.